Tell everybody what he found.
Well, he found the Barry Trotz quote on the Cam and Strick podcast, which just simply said he would be interested in coaching an Original Six team. That would be something that piques his interest or something to that effect.
And let's bring in Keith Jones, former NHLer, hockey analyst on TNT, doing a great job. And Jonesy, you know this market well. If it's struggling, man, people are going to start connecting dots. And here we have Barry Trotz being quoted that he would find an Original Six team intriguing.
That's great.
Hey, it's not hard to connect. It's not hard to connect the dots, is it?
No, it's not. And obviously that would be very enticing for him. He was my first coach in professional hockey when I played for the Baltimore Skipjacks.
I was with him
going way back.
I was with him for a cup of coffee as well.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was a great coach. It's not surprising, Nick, to see how much success he's had, and he got it. He understood it. He knew everybody had a role on the team, and he made sure everybody kind of fit in. If you didn't, you weren't going to be there very long. But Barry was a very patient head coach, and he's good with the media too. He knows how to handle different situations and knows how to manage up depending on who he's working for. He's got all the skills. He's got them all.
So he just randomly says that you would find an Original Six team intriguing. So let's do the math here. Would the Rangers be interested in one at this point?
No.
Okay, we'll scratch them off with with Gerard. Detroit, last time I checked, I think they just got a new guy.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll scratch.
Not Detroit.
We'll scratch him off. Chicago,
they
just got a young up and comer in Luke. Scratch them off the list. Oh boy. Boston, Montgomery. Nope, they're off the list. Would Montreal get rid of Marty St. Louis for Barry Trotz?
No.
Ooh, you guys are going out on the limb on that one. Who's left, Jonesy?
That's it, buddy. There's only one team, and it's interesting when you look at it just because of, the regular season success that they have had and the lack of playoff success that they've had would make them an enticing team for a coach that's got all kinds of experience and would look at the talent that they have and think he can get something done with them. It would make sense. I don't know if that's what Barry's doing or not, but it would absolutely make sense for a veteran coach to take a shot at doing something special with that Maple Leafs team if in fact that's the direction they end up going.
Jonesy, we'll just get your thought on this Leaf team off the top. We talk about them every day here, and it's always interesting to hear someone who's not in Toronto for it all. 3 losses so far, a couple of them quite disappointing, but 4-3. What are your thoughts on what I think many in Toronto here deem as a slow start?
Yeah, it would be. I mean, they certainly have got extremely high expectations, and whenever you're coming off disappointments, you want to see the team get off on the right foot, but I'm not overly concerned about them. I still think they're, an extremely talented team that is capable of doing great things. So I would stay a little bit patient with them, but I understand the frustration for those that follow the team and love the team. I grew up a Maple Leafs fan, so I know all about frustrations, especially at the years that I was following them. A much different situation where the team did not have great expectations and once in a while would make it look like they might take a run at it, but never had the talent to do it. So they have it now, and they've got an outstanding fan base. So you'd love to see them be able to put it all together.
One of the issues that we talked about earlier in the show was the starts by the Leafs, and it's one thing to start poorly, but it's another thing to start poorly for 3 consecutive periods here. And we've seen Sheldon already pretty short to start this season, but, and I'm not linking this to Barry Trotz in any way, shape, or form because everybody's going to do it anyways. But just the feeling that he has now on why they have had such an issue. This is now considered a veteran team. Are they one of the older teams now in the league?
7th or 8th oldest.
And your star players now are in their prime. This is bad starts maybe 2 or 3 years ago, but really shouldn't be crept in now, should it?
No, it shouldn't. And, the onus on bad starts is going to fall on the coach because the players aren't going anywhere. So you can understand where his frustration would come from. I can guarantee you that he is not thinking that, a couple of more poor starts are going to be good for his future in Toronto. So it's something that he wants to get fixed immediately. The players may not have the same amount of urgency as he does. And, historically in watching coaches, lash out at press conferences or say some things that they want to take back the next day never seems to work out that well in the days or months to follow. So it's always a concern of mine when I see coaches backtrack on comments that they might make, and not watching the Leafs every day, but kind of following them from afar. That's one thing that stood out to me that would be of concern. If I wanted to be coaching this team at the midway point or heading to the playoffs for one more crack at it.